everyone! Today's video is brought to you by Cricut. They were generous enough to sponsor the video and they provided me with a Cricut Maker. Of course, opinions are all my own. So what is the Cricut Maker? So it is the ultimate cutting machine. It can cut up to 300 different types of materials. So it can do thin paper like crepe paper, it can do like your thickest cardstock, everything in between. It can do all the vinyls, the adhesive vinyl, the iron-on vinyl, the thicker glitter vinyl. It comes with a fabric blade which can cut fabric with precision. You can see right here I made this little banner with fabric with that blade. It also, you can buy a knife blade which it will cut like wood, thin wood, and also leather, which I'm super excited to try leather. I think that'd be really cool to make some projects with some leather. Lots of different ways that this machine can help you make your ultimate dream projects. Alright, so in today's video we're going to go through a few different things. So first off, we'll kind of go through just a quick run through of the machine and what it can do. Second, I'm going to show you several different projects that I made, just quick and simple things using different materials just to try it out and see kind of some of the different versatility and capabilities that the machine has. Next, we're going to discuss value for investment. So these machines are a little bit pricey, and is it worth it for you to get one? We'll talk about how quick and easy it is to set up and how simple it is to use. And then lastly, my favorite part, we're going to do a couple projects. So we're going to make these little pinwheels out of their paper, and they're so stinking cute and they're so fast. We'll do those, and then we'll also do some little pencil case. We'll add some iron onto a pencil case, and I'll just walk you through. They're pretty easy projects, anybody can do them. And so here's the Cricut Maker. You just pull the lid up and it opens, the tray pops out. Over here we've got some buttons. So this is the power button, turn it on. This right here is the loading button. So when you're ready to cut, it will tell you to push the button on Design Space. It's super easy. But you stick your thing in, your mat in, and you just make it snug up to these rubber wheels. Push the load button, it will load. This right here is the go button. So once your mat's loaded and the design's ready to cut, you push go and then you can pause. So right here is where you can switch out your blades or add pins. So you just pull this little tab and you can pull out the blade and swap it with something else. It's super easy. And something I really want to show you because I did not figure this out until I watched a video. This opens. You can put all your supplies in there, your extra tools, some blades. They've got this little magnet thing that you can put, your blades will stick to that if you have extra blades. Anyway, I just thought that was so cool, and I did not even know that it was there for like 2 weeks. So utilize that. So I just wanted to highlight a few items that I made with the Cricut Maker. These are all things that are perfect for beginners because I'm a beginner too. So I don't want to try to do something that's too hard my first time around. So first of all, we made these pencil cases. So they're super cute. My daughter wanted a pineapple one. This one is glitter. She wanted pineapple. She wanted the words "Be Sweet" on it. So we went into Cricut Design Space, and the Cricut Access had all these files that we could just pull and create that. We also made this one. This is with everyday iron-on, and this, my other daughter wanted this one, and I'll be showing you exactly how to make this later on in the video. These ones right here are adhesive vinyl, and we made these to go onto a notebook, and then we decided they were too large and wanted them smaller. But so we'll find a spot for these at some point. But those aren't they super cute? Like, look at all those little spikes and all that detail. So cute. Okay, another thing I'm going to be showing you is how to make these little pinwheels. They're so cute and they're really easy to make. And lastly, the fabric. Of course, I wanted to try out cutting with the fabric, and you guys, it's so precise. So what I did is I cut out this kind of pennant thing, and I basically just sewed it about 1 inch down like that. and then just hung a string through it. And I almost forgot, we made these cute little earbud pouches with this little elephant on it. So stinking cute. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about value for investment. So I know the Cricut Makers are a little bit pricey. They're not something that most of us just go get on a whim. They're something we need to plan for. So, but the question is that investment worth it? And that's going to, of course, differ from person to person on your circumstances, your likes and dislikes of creativity and crafting. But if you do enjoy crafting, then I think it's something definitely should consider. So a couple things you can ask yourself if you're on the fence, you're kind of trying to decide. So ask yourself, is it going to be used often enough to justify the purchase? If you're going to get it out every week and make something, go for it, for sure. Another question, will it enhance the abilities of my crafting abilities? So just for this example, I've never really been into making the t-shirts, and maybe because I didn't have a machine that worked well. I had a really old one. It wasn't this brand, and it just was frustration anytime I tried to use it. So I did not ever really make t-shirts. I can see myself making a lot of t-shirts now after using this. I made my son five or six different t-shirts. He's playing football. He's a junior in high school. And he's a lineman. We found all these fun different lineman sayings and different things to do with football. And we made him some shirts. And it was super fun. This machine totally is enhancing my abilities in creating t-shirts. It's not something I thought that I enjoyed because of past experiences, but it really has enhanced that creativity and that desire to create t-shirts that I did not have before. So you can customize just about anything you want with the Cricut Maker. So I'm thinking it's a huge money saver for gifts. So you can just go out, get a blank mug, a notebook, a t-shirt, a bag, anything you can think of, and then you totally customize it to the person you're giving it to, whether that be a teacher, a friend, a family member, whoever, neighbor. Totally customize the gift for them, and it's cheap, so cute, and they will love it, and it's just a win for everybody. So to sum it up, if you love to create, the Cricut Maker is definitely something worth considering. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about if it's easy to use or not. So when I first got it, it sat in the box for probably a week because I was nervous about getting it out and trying to figure out how to set it up. There was no need for me to worry. It was so easy. It comes with this little envelope in your box, and it has 4 cards in it, 4 steps. The first step is unleash this beauty, plug it in and power it up. That's pretty easy. I could handle that. And then step 2 was get connected. So you go log on to cricut.com/setup, and it walks you through setting the machine up and connecting it to your computer into Design Space. It's really like 3 minutes or less. It was so fast. And honestly, at that point, you're done. Like, these 2 other steps aren't really about setting it up. It's just more additional information. So step 3 is just to make something. So a screen will pop up that you get to choose a design, and then you can cut it out with some paper or fabric that came with the machine. Super fun. And then the last one is just bookmark this page. It has cricut.com/create on the back, so that you can just find resources and tutorials about how the Cricut machine works. So it was so fast and easy to set up. Okay, so I do not have a background in graphic design. I do not know how to make things digitally. It's just not in my skill set. I don't know how to do any of that. So when I got into Cricut Design Space, I was a little bit nervous at first. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. But if you have Cricut Access, which I would totally recommend if you're like me and you don't have those skills, they have thousands and thousands of different images that you can use to create your own things. You don't have to know how to create images. You just have to look and find their things. They also have hundreds of fonts that you can use to make your own things. So I'll just show you a little example. This is one of the t-shirts I made my son that I was telling you about. So I just went in and found some different fonts, and I found the football, and they have a little tool that you can curve words, and they have a tool that you can space things or center them, and so then it just turns out because they have the tools that make it easy for you to do things. In Cricut Design Space, I'm going to show you how to do the pinwheels. So we're just going to search on images over here on the left hand side and search pinwheel. And this one right here is the one that I did. Okay, so I'm just going to move it up into the corner and I'm going to stretch it out so it's about, I don't know, 4.5 inches. You go over and click Make It. And then all you have to do at this point, you push Continue. And we're going to do this deluxe paper, which is a cardstock. And then we'll load up our mat and cut it. All right, take 3. This is the 3rd time around. Maybe I'll actually push the record button this time. Okay, so we're adding the paper to the mat. And we'll load it on, and then we'll cut our pinwheel. It's super fast. So we'll unload the mat, fill off our extra paper, and lift up our pinwheel. It's so crazy to me that a simple square like this, just cut the right way, will make a pinwheel. So cute. Okay, so now there's some little holes on these corners right here, and sometimes they don't all the way come out. I mean, they're cut, but they're just kind of stuck there, so you can use your little weeding tool to do that. So you've got these holes right here. Let me find my brad. Okay, so the other one I made was like this, and I had the black in the middle. So this one I want to have the pink in the middle just because I want it to be opposite. So I'm going to take a corner, I'm going to stick the brad through on the black side for this one. Okay, and then I'm going to pull up the next corner right here, stick the brad through it, grab the next one, continue on all the way, for all 4 sides are connected to and attached to this brad. Now we're just going to take from the back and kind of push it towards the brad and stick that through there, and then we're going to just press it open like that. There we go. So cute, so fast. And we'll just add a dowel. You could use a paper straw or something like that, whatever you have, and add some hot glue and a dowel. Then you can just like pop it in a vase or whatever for a cute little decoration. Here we are in Design Space. I'm going to the left side, clicking on Images. My daughter wanted a Llama pencil case, so we just typed in Llama in the search bar. And this is with the Cricut Access. Is all these files. You can find anything you might ever need or want. This down here with this one right here. My Llama ate my homework. She wanted that one. So we clicked it on Insert Image, and then we'll bring it in here, and then we'll just expand it a little bit. We want to do about 3.5 inches tall. So it doesn't have to be exact, but that's about the size that we need. So then what we're going to do next is we're going to actually need to be clicked on that, and then we'll click Ungroup. So this way we can separate the 2 files from each other and cut them on different colors. So we're going to make the My Llama 8, My Llama homework section, we're going to be blue. And then this section we're going to be white. Now a little trick that I learned, if we do it this way, it's going to cut the blue, and then you'll unload your mat, and then you'll cut your white. So what I did instead, so that I could just cut them at the same time, is I just changed both the colors to the same, and then I just lined up my materials to fit in those spots. So we'll go over here and click Make It. I'm going to click Cancel. I'm going to show you another little trick. That kind of jumbled up the words. This is what you need to do to avoid that. If you want it to stay exactly how you do it, then you need to highlight it all and go down on the right side and click Attach. Now when we click Make It, it will stay in the same order where we had it. So then also what we want to do is we want to click Mirror. And then I just like to have it, do you see these red lines along the side? That's kind of your farthest border where things might run off the mat. So just move it in a little bit from there. And then we'll click Continue. And I gotta be plugged in. Okay, so right here is these are my favorited items. These are the things that I've done so far, basically. If you don't have these, then you can search the material. So over here, there's these little stars. If it's something that you use a lot, then push the star, click on that, and then it will bring it up in this section right here. So it's easier to find the next time you use it if it's something you use often. So I'm going to click on the Everyday Iron-On. And I just have, so far, I've always just gone with the default pressure. You can adjust that if you have issues, but I have never had any problem. Okay, so it's telling me to load my materials. Okay, so we're going to put our materials on our mat now. This is about 4 by 7, and that should cover the stuff that we need to cut out. It should be big enough. So we'll do that one there. And my white piece. Okay, now you want, I don't know if you can tell, but one side of this is shiny and one side's kind of a matte finish. When you do iron-on, you want the shiny side to go face down. And of course, you always want to make sure you mirror your image. Okay, so we'll kind of line the mat up here. And then we'll push this button that's blinking when it's ready to load. So we'll push that. And then now the Cricut logo is blinking, so we'll push that one and it will cut it for us. So we'll just push the unload button, and then we'll peel off our vinyl from the mat, peel off the excess. Get out all the little pieces that don't belong in the design. While you're doing this, now is a good time to preheat your easy press. Okay, I've made this mistake. So since this is just an inexpensive, cheap pencil pouch, the inside is kind of a plasticky, rubbery. And I did make the mistake of not adding some parchment paper between, and it does not work out. So let me just show you. This is what it was. It all melted together and I had to pull it apart, and then it just kind of ruined the whole thing. So put some parchment paper in there to avoid the inside sticking to itself. So we'll add that on, line it up. My cord is not quite long enough. So we'll just do the easy press for 30 seconds. Alright, so this is kind of a cool peel, so you want to wait for a minute. If you try to pull it up right now, it's just going to stay up, so we'll let it cool for a minute, and then we will add our other layer. So then we'll add this part. So I think it's cool now. We'll just go ahead and peel up the plastic. So there you have it, a cute little pencil pouch. Go ahead and check out the description. I will have links to the files that I used for this, also for the pineapple one, and I also have a dog paw print one for a pencil case. We'll see you next time.